This here is Backwoods Billy, coming to the beautiful Delmarva Eastern Shore. Coming to you today about a local beer, Dogfish Head Craft Ales. We're looking at the Pennsylvania Tuxedo. Note the hat that I bought for this. This is actually a collaboration between Dogfish and Woolrich, and it pays homage to the hunters and gatherers of the Pennsylvania deep wood. People live in the deep woods of the north central PA that are hunting and gathering. And in essence, it's a pale ale that's brewed with spruce tips. 8.5% ABV, correct, and 50 IBUs. So, in essence, when you do this type of beer, a pale ale is kind of close to a lager. Of course, it uses a different type of yeast at the bottom, uses a top fermenting yeast. All right, it's brewed with spruce tips. So, in essence, if in the early spring you were to go around, you were to get the spruce tips off the light green parts, and you cut them off the spruce tree, when you brew your beer, instead of utilizing hops, you can utilize that. So instead of having pine resinous notes or pine notes, you're going to get basically more citrus notes to it because that's what it has in the springtime. Now, in the wintertime, if you could still do it, you can have more pine notes. You can also do what they do with grappa, which is a wine. At the end of the year, they use some of the vines in it when they brew it. So when they ferment the wine, basically the grappa. So this is similar to that. You could also use, not this, you could use the sticks if you're brewing beer on the edge of the pine and use that to bring out more pine resinous notes when you brew. So that's just a tip if you want to brew the beer yourself or something similar. This is Dogfish Heads, and it gets good ratings, like 3.7, 4.0. Whoa. Sorry, Ted. You got full of beer there, so I must have shaken that one. Like a bottle of champagne, man. Well carbonated, nice hiss, smells good.
No, you're gonna be licking me there.
Probably, especially the big ones, especially the one big one. All right. .45 tilt, and then we want to elevate a bit more head on it like that. Here. So this is a little bit higher ABV than your average, lagers, 4.55%. Pale ales in that category as well. We're looking at a...
And this one like 8.5?
8.5%, 50 IBU. So murky, copper color, that of what I would say would be more on the lines of apple cider. And you've got a off-white head with big fisheye bubbles. Nice lacing. I hit this light on here. Getting late here. I smell it smells good. You get pine notes, very, very faint. You get citrus. You get the sweet, bready malts, some caramel, toffee notes in the aromatics. The body's on the heavier side. On the heaviest, meaning to a very light, heavy body. To say light, heavy body. This is carbonation. This is a low medium carbonation, nice lacing on the glass. The hops in this basically, and the spruce tips basically are just there to help balance out the malt. So everything complements each other and it cancels out the sweetness. When you first sip this, you get your sweet notes. You start to get some light pine resinous notes with that, citrus notes. And you finish off into a light bitter. You get a little bit of pepper to this too, or spice as well to this. So it's slightly spicy as well. It's a Backwoods Billy 2 thumbs up. Now, this is a seasonal beer, and it's a collaboration with Woolrich paying homage to the hunter-gatherers in the deep backwoods of north central PA. Well, we're in the backwoods of Delmarva Eastern Shore. So, I mean, this is, we're in agriculture. I definitely rate this beer high. It's a Backwoods Billy 2 thumbs up if you get the opportunity to get it. I definitely would highly recommend it. Rock and roll, I'll put a link to Dogfish in here and to Woolrich. So if you guys want to get some Woolrich outfits for the winter that's coming up, highly recommend that as well. Again, it's a Backwoods Billy 2 thumbs up. Now, as far as food pairings, this would pair very well with a lot of foods. If you want to take a look at, you've got a slight sweet note, but it's also got the bittering of the hops and the citrusy notes. So I have no problem doing this with like seafood, like flounder, rockfish. People call it striped bass. Catfish for that matter, spicy like a Cajun catfish. I would look at spicy chicken with this. Fried chicken would work well with this. I would have no problem doing a hamburger with this, deer meat with this, goose, turkey, all those types of things fly would work very well. As a matter of fact, I'd even go as far to, because there is a slight sweetness to this, saying you could do well with ham with this as well. But and it's not, with November, you could use it for Thanksgiving. You could also use it for Christmas with your Christmas dinner. You can also use the marinades. Backwoods Billy, 2 thumbs up. Rock and roll, guys.